Hello guys, this is Uncle DJ from Mathematical Series for Junior and Senior Secondary. Now let's go to the second category, fraction multiplied by fraction. Now, what I mean by that is what we have here, 4 all over 5, which is a fraction, multiplied by another fraction, 1 all over 2. So what do? All we have to do is just multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. So because this is a numerator, this 4 is a numerator, 1 is a numerator. So 4 times 1 all over 5 times 2, the denominator is 5 times 2, that is what? 4 times 1 is 4, 5 times 2 is 10, that is 4 all over 10. But this is not the simplest form of this fraction, so we can try to break it down further to the simplest form. You can see 4 and 10 have a common factor, which is 2. So we can divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5, because 2 all over 5. So this is the simplest form, 2 all over 5. Now let's work on a couple of examples here. 9 all over 10 times 2 all over 3. 9 all over 10 times 2 all over 3. What do? Do you observe anything? We can observe that 9 and 3 has a common factor, and the common factor is what? 3. So we divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So you write the 3 here. Now look at 2 and 10. They have a common factor too. The common factor is 2. So let's divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we now have 3 times 1 at the top, giving us 3. 5 times 1 below, giving us 5. So it becomes 3 all over 5, which is our final answer. Let's go to the next question. 10 all over 20 of 2 all over 5. Anytime you see of, it basically means multiply or product. So let's do that. Let's write it out. 10, it becomes 10 all over 20 times 2 all over 5. Did you observe anything? We observe that this number ends with a 0, and the numerator ends with a 0, and the denominator also ends with a 0. First of all, what do? We cancel out those zeros. Cancel 1 0 here, cancel 1 0 here. It becomes 1 all over 2 times 2 all over 5. Then what did you observe again? We observe that this numerator and this denominator here, they have a common factor, and the common factor is 2. So we divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. 2 divided by 2, 1. So now the numbers that we have is 1 at the 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 5 here. So let's multiply the numerators. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. So our final answer becomes 1 all over 5. Now, let us do the next question. 1 whole number, 2 all over 5, times 1 whole number, 15 all over 20. When we have things like this, note, you don't multiply 1 times 1. In the whole numbers, you don't multiply it together. You don't. What you do here is that you first convert each mixed fraction into improper fractions. So let's do that. Let's convert it. How do we do this? 5 times 1, 5, plus 2, 7. You write 7 all over this 5 here. You write it down here. It becomes 7 all over 5. So let's convert the other mixed number into improper fraction. 20 times 1, 20, plus 15, 35. All over this 20, you write it under 20. Now that they are in improper fraction form, now let's try to do some multiplication here. Do we observe anything? Yes. This denominator, 5, and this numerator, 35, has a factor in common. And the common factor is 5. So we divide both the numerator and the denominator by that common factor 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 35 divided by 5 is 7. So any other thing, we cannot observe any other thing anymore. So what do? We multiply the numerator and the denominator. The numerator, 7 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. The denominator, 20 times 1 is 20. So we have 49 over 20, which is an improper fraction. Now let's try to convert this into a mixed fraction. So we write the division sign and you write the numerator inside while the denominator outside. Then you now ask yourself, how many 20 can you find in 49? 20 times 1, 20, 20 times 2, 40, 20 times 3, 60. 60 is more than 49, so we go back one step. 20 times 2, 40, which is just below 49. So that means we can find only two 20s inside 49. So we write that 2 here. Then we now say 20 times 2, 40. You write it under here, under 49. We now subtract. 49 divided by 40. The remainder is 9. So now that we've gotten all this, we can now write out our mixed fraction. This 2 at the top here is the whole number. 2 whole number. This remainder here is the one that will be on top. 9 all over this 20 here. You write it here. To come 2 whole number 9 over 20 as our final answer. Now that we've done a couple of examples on fraction, multiplying fraction by fraction, let us do this home task and write our answers in the comment section. In our next class, I'm going to be teaching how to divide fractions. In that particular class, first I'm going to be showing you all the answers to the home task we had in this section before we start with the class of that section. I hope this lesson was helpful. Thank you for watching and see you in the next class. Bye for now.